Zilla in the art of the EWI here with instant EWI for Reason. Yeah, that's right. You got instant EWI for Reason. Every sound in Reason, every instrument can be instantly controlled and playable with your EWI. No more tweaking, searching through patches. Oh, I like that one, now I got to tweak it. You know, your whole library is ready to go. Factory presets, third-party refills, and you know, there's a ton of them, a lot of great ones for Reason. So let's dig right in. I don't have anything in here yet, just my mix channel. I'm going to create, let's go straight for one of the most powerful things in Reason, the combinator. Here's a blank combinator. Now I'm going to go straight to the factory presets. And synth leads, good place to go. Alright, there we go. We'll just start at the top of the list. Now, here is what it would sound like without instant EWI if you were just sitting there with your EWI plugged into Reason and trying to play these patches. I have no control other than just, you know, sending a note on. No volume control, no modulation, nothing. Might be something under the mod wheel if you have that control. So, now with instant EWI. And I can go right down, pick any patch. Look at all these patches. All these synths are all ready to go. Here's a, I don't know, let's check this out. Moog mono synth. Okay, this is a rack full of NN19s, probably with real Moog samples in it. Here it is without instant EWI. This is what it would be like, just factory preset, plugging your EWI into Reason, trying to play it. All I got again is note ons. Okay, now with instant EWI. Okay, they're playable right away. There's a few tweaks I can teach you too. You check some things like making sure sustain's up on your amp filter and maybe even your filters within the synths that are in here. Here I just went to the next pass. It's called Moogish. Here it is right away out of the box, how it would play when you have instant EWI. Plays good. I could go through a lot of folders, a lot of different things, but let me just show you how it works with different devices. You've already seen it can work with things in a combinator. Let me get rid of this. And let's just put one of the synths in there. Let's just start down the list. We'll put a subtractor in there. Subtractor. Let's go to, I don't know, we can just play anything that's right here. But again, you know, go to the mono synths. I know, you know, mono lines is what we want a lot. Now that's how that plays with instant EWI. Without, just like straight EWI to factory. No control, just triggering notes. With it. You know, I could go through synth after synth, even different types of sounds. Let me just do one more subtractor, and I want to move right on. You know, let's say some pads here. Here's Cinematic 7th pad, so let's just call this up. Here it is if you didn't have any instant EWI control on it. I mean, all you can do is get a note on, but with it now, something you can use. It's that sort of sound, a pad sound. But now you can play it with your EWI, have some breath influencing it, modulating it. Instant EWI for a reason. It's amazing, and it unlocks every sound. How do you get it? You might be wondering. You just get up with me on Skype. Take a Skype lesson. That's why I'm doing it right now. Just discovered this recently. In a 1-hour Skype lesson, I'll have you up and running. Works on any platform. Logic, Reason, Pro Tools, Cubase, Ableton Live. Can show you how it's done. And in the process, you'll learn a few other good tweaks to get things flowing real good for your EWI. Alright, let me show you how well this works with just anything. Recently, the big thing about Reason, I'm using Reason 6 here, is with the rack extensions. Well, there's a fantastic new synth that's a rack extension that's called the Predator. The Predator. Look at this synth here. It's great. You know, you got 3 oscillators, multiple filters, a lot of modulation. There's a complete modulation matrix here. So I can't wait to dig into this and do some programming with this. But with my instant EWI, it's playable right away. Check it out. So there's the first patch that just came up, introduction. Let's go down. Let's go right down the list here. You know, here's some leads. Fusion Saw. Okay, Fusion Saw lead. Here's what it'd be like without instant EWI. Trying to play this. All you're getting is note-ons. This doesn't even have any velocity control. Doesn't even change the volume. But with instant EWI turned on, works great right out of the box. It's playable. Sure, you can go in and do a couple other tweaks to these patches and really give you a lot more of a range. But most of the time they come up where they are playable. You know, if you'd rather spend more time making music than just sitting around tweaking patches all the time, which is fun, I love to do it, but I'd rather be making music. And now every sound is unlocked, so you can use it right away and do expressive, fun things with your EWI. Breath control there on it. A lot of times they're set up for mono re-trigger. If you can go into the synth and find where that is, which I know right here it's in this play mode. It's on poly. I wanted to get it on legato. I haven't checked all these modes. There's a lot of different ones, like 3 different monos and 2 legatos. I haven't checked out what they are. I'm going to leave the glide off right now, but immediately just by changing that one little thing in the synth with the instant EWI, I've got go in, I can put a little glide on this real quick. And what I'd like to do too is go over here to the amp envelope, make sure the sustain's all the way up. Sometimes you can give yourself a little more volume here. Works any interest. How about sample? How about sample sounds? Let's check that out. Let's delete this. Let's put the simple sampler in there first. Get 2 different samplers in Reason. The NN19 is a little bit simpler one, and the NNXT is really powerful. But you know, here's just that standard Farfisa organ that comes up. But with instant EWI on it, you can make some music with it right away. I like to keep my upper plate to CC64 sustain. That way if I have a polyphonic patch, I can play some chordal things right away, double stops, whatnot. Now on this one, and you can put it in legato, but you have to make sure the polyphony is all the way down to 1. Now I've got it in mono legato mode. See, now it takes away that re-triggering, so. I like to get my glide strip on CC1 mod wheel, because on the presets, since there's so much set up for keyboard players, there's usually always a little something something under the mod wheel. A lot of times it's LFO vibrato, but sometimes there's some other cool modulated things under there. So if you have your glide strip set to that, you can just use this just like a keyboard player. See right now, slowly putting my thumb on my glide strip. You probably can't even see that on the camera there, but you can watch that mod wheel just move up. So that's a skill set to develop on the EWI. Other sample sounds. Oh look, here's bassoon. It happens to be right here. I have delay automated to switch on and off right here too. I always like just playable. Let's go get the other sampler. Grab it real quick. And create the NNXT. And let's just go ahead and check out the Barry sax. Works, playable. Can use it right away in productions. Let's see, let's open the browser, see what else we got here. Reeds and pipes, let's open that up, see what's in there. You know, everybody, a lot of times if people are looking for a good harmonica, here's a chromatic harmonica. See how that works. Just with the, here's what this would play like without the instant EWI. Garbage, you know, couldn't even use it. I don't like that sample. That's just the plain sample, and it needs some effects on there, but I mean that could be a starting point to turn it. At least you can play it. It's controllable. Now again, this not only works, it works with anything, any instrument that you can put in. I mean, let's have a little fun and just put, let's say, well, you know, everybody loves Thor, so I got to do this. Oh well, yeah, Thor. We love Thor. You know, a lot of times these are the patches just automatically come up when you load an instrument, so that's the best place to start. I mean, everybody sees these, so I'll just try and go down the list of these really quick. Pretty wild sound there. When you're doing keyboard things and whatnot, they're a lot more playable with the instant EWI than without it. Here, this patch is without it. You just have a little bit of control over the volume of those keys with your velocity, but now there it is. Alright, here's a fun way to play a Dr. Octarex. I just called it up, very first thing. You want to turn off the enable loop playback and then click on the select slice by MIDI, and then you get down here on the MIDI notes. If you just play get down on your second set of rollers is what should do it. I think it's C1, MIDI's note C1. But start on C and just play your chromatic scale up to D and then back down to C. And you'll actually individually be playing each slice of this drum loop. See, I'm really just triggering each individual slice. If the loop was playing, it sounds like this. So if I want to play that now, you get the idea. Fun with reason using the instant EWI. It really makes things playable. Instant EWI for reason. It's amazing and it unlocks every sound. How do you get it? You might be wondering. You just get up with me on Skype. Take a Skype lesson. That's why I'm doing it right now. Just discovered this recently. In a 1-hour Skype lesson, I'll have you up and running. Works on any platform. Logic, Reason, Pro Tools, Cubase, Ableton Live. Can show you how it's done, and in the process you'll learn a few other good tweaks to get things flowing real good for your EWI.